Hello fellow squishy artists. In the last video, we learned how to draw bazonkers, and here we'll be learning the 5 best techniques on how to make your butt drawings look squishy and plump. Firstly, we need to know how to draw them at all. I like to think of them as 2 squishy pear balloons pressed together resting on top of the legs. Try drawing them like this. I'd pay attention to the hip bones and how they jolt out of the top sides of the pears. Second tip is to show how big they are in mass and volume. It's good to make them droop a little. Using tight clothing is also a good idea where it's like anime with thigh highs. It kind of pops out a little. It's best not to overdo it because it looks kind of weird like this. Now on to the third tip. Find ways to have it pressed, of course, like sitting or up against a wall or etc. When something squishy is being pressed or pulled, the bottom and top of the object expands and the sides start to enlarge. Don't exaggerate too much as seen here. It wouldn't make sense and obviously it looks pretty painful. Now for the meat and the mangoes. Grabbing. The most important part, and probably the tip you want to hear the most. Just keep in mind, this varies between firm and light grabs, so I'm going to start with firm grabbing. You want to draw the hand or clothing sinking into the object so it makes the object lines overlap with the fingers, and with the curved lines going inwards towards the hand pressing it. As like the previous tip with the squish and squash, you want to expand the parts outwards from the hand pressing it. For multiple fingers, the object's lines overlaps the fingers as shown, and the less the fingers are shown, the more squishiness is implied. Don't go overboard with this, as it'll look painful and unnatural. The 5th tip is shading or perhaps painting. Using shadows where the area is pressed is also another good idea to indicate squish, and maybe a crescent highlight, which is a highlight line that goes around the curved surface. When something is being squished, it can also squish out like this in smaller sections. You can either use lines, shading, or highlights to indicate more squishiness that way. Now that you've mastered up all your squishiness, perhaps put your skills to the test and learn how to draw the squishiest of all body types. Short stacks by clicking this video here.